me through like the process then. Let's say, if you were my doula. So how exactly does it work? When do you know, when to come and support? And because, even if there's like, the baby's due on this day, it doesn't always happen.
For sure.
On that. So how let's just take us through the process, basically.
Yeah. So you first start off, if you decide you want a birth doula, by talking to several doulas, because you've got to find the one that's right for you. And that's a real emotional decision, because people gel in different ways. And you've got to find someone that you're comfortable with at the very, very intimate and special moment when you welcome your baby or your babies into the world. So it's that personal connection, first of all. Then your doula will work with you antenatally, and she'll provide, I'll say she, but there are a couple of male doulas, but they will provide antenatal support for you to talk you through the birth planning process that you want to go through. And it's important to know that doulas would support home births, hospital births, birth centre births, and births that change in between. We can support elective cesareans as well as vaginal delivery, so it's whatever birth is right for you guys. So meet a few times antenatally so that your doula really understands what you want from the birth process, what's important to you, where are your red lines, what are the things that you really would not like to happen, what are the things that you'd be okay if it was needed, and what are the things that you really want and that are going to make this time special for you. Then when you're coming up to your due date, and a lot of doulas like to refer to due months or due periods so that we don't focus on the 15th of December, but we're going to meet your baby in December. And you'll be talking, you'll be texting quite regularly. If you see your midwife, you check up with your doula, just let them know what's happened. And then generally it's the middle of the night. Most of my calls come at night, and it's a call from mum or the other partner saying, we think something might be happening. We're not sure. What do you think? And Maria says, well, it's not my body. What can you feel? Tell me what you feel. And we talk through how you're feeling and how long it's been going. And then I ask, do you want some support now? In the hospital situation or with midwives, they come when you're at a certain process, or they'll admit you to hospital when you're at a certain part of the birth. With doulas, we come when you need us.
Okay.
And there have been times when I've come to a lady and she's been labouring, and then things have dropped off, and we've gone, I'll go home for a bit, because this isn't happening right now, and that's okay. And I go off home, or I sleep on the sofa for a bit, and we get out, we have a walk, we see if things are going to start happening again.
You just don't come in with like a starting pistol, like, okay, we're off.
Absolutely not. So it's a real gradual process, and it depends when you guys feel you need someone there to support you. So it might be really early in labour if you're quite anxious, or it might be, you're rocking this, you're going to have a few hours sleep, and you'll check in with me in an hour. Then when you feel things are cracking on and you would like someone there to support you, I come down normally to you at home, whether you're home birthing or birthing somewhere else. Labour almost always starts at home. So stay with you and support you guys. Make sure that, Dad, if you're about, that you've eaten and you've rested, so that you are best placed to support your partner later on in the birth process.
Yeah, she loves it when I'm grumpy.
We don't want a hangry daddy. We don't want hangry. So, but that's the sort of thing that dads will forget. Is we've got to look after you as well, so you can best look after your partner and your new baby. And then mum would be maybe doing some back massage. We'd be doing some different positions. Might use my rebozo, which is a long Mexican shawl. Might be wrapping this around your bump and doing some belly sifting. So, Daddy, would you like to be my volunteer?
Sure.
Just go on all fours.
Okay.
And I'm going to wrap my rebozo around your bump.
He has a bump anyway.
Actually a beard gut. It's not a bump.
I wasn't going to say that. You said that, not me.
I am a brewer,
So I'd be wrapping it between your boobs and your nipple line. Obviously, we don't quite have that here. And gathering it up, and I'd just be doing a little gentle sifting.
What does that do?
You stay still. And it'll take the weight of your baby, and that's really amazing when you're 9 months pregnant. Lift it up and just provide baby with a little bit of gentle movement to help him or her get into what we call
How's that feel,
optimal fetal position, so the best place for birth.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so that was quite interesting. What is that technique? What is that?
That's Mexican technique, and many cultures across the world use birthing cloths or birthing shawls to support mums during pregnancy. They might wrap bellies with it, might have a massage after the birth called closing the bones. So it's really traditional techniques. So we'd use those sort of comfort measures with you, whatever feels right for you. Be reminding you to do important things like eat a little if you can, to go to the toilet very frequently. So the reminders that you might forget about. And then helping you to feel comfortable deciding if you're birthing away from home, when you feel it's right to go to your place of birth, and supporting you as you're transported there. So Dad, if you're driving, that means you can concentrate, and there's someone in the car with Mummy making sure that she's as comfortable as she can be. And then in the hospital, if you choose to birth in a hospital or birthing centre, or at home if your midwives are coming to you, we then support you with comfort techniques, reassurance, emotional support throughout the labour, and that's both of you for emotional support. The midwives are then responsible for your clinical care, and when your baby comes, it's around supporting you to have important skin-to-skin time in those first hours, supporting with early breastfeeding if that's the choice you want to make. So really making sure that you as a family are in the right place to be giving the baby what the baby needs in those early hours, and that making sure that you are fed and watered, that if you want to shower, you've got someone to go to the shower and hold the bits up that need to be held up. There's a lot of quite intimate stuff goes on at that point after a birth, and it's good to do that with someone that you know and you trust, not with someone who maybe you've only just met. That can make mums feel more confident. And the research shows that families who are supported by someone continuously through the labour, who interestingly is not a family member, have better birth outcomes. Because we can be emotionally invested in you and supporting you, but without it being our family and those different dynamics that work between family members.